Yeah.
So if we stick that, if we can get it mounted directly onto that 100 amp feed, we should be fine then.
Are you planning on exploding for our entertainment today, like you did with the indicators?
Maybe. Don't know.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is only going to hopefully be a short video. You got a 45-minute video last time. Shaun is going to fix the wires that got melted.
Melted? Go on.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that went a one-off thing. I think that's
they got
been ongoing.
Completely. Yeah, this was the wire that we used to power the fuel pump. I don't think there's anything wrong with the wire. I think it just maybe shorted out on the shell too many times, and it's just give up. So putting a new one, because now those that haven't followed, we'll fill you in here. When we replaced the fuel pump at some point just before that, the wire came off and shorted to the bus.
Well, at some point, it was about a year and a half, wasn't it?
Yeah, and ever since that point, the Aladdin unit down here will not switch the pump on, so we've had to bypass it. Because we're at a loss to why that Aladdin unit won't switch it on. We thought, oh, maybe the Aladdin unit's gone. It's not liked it. But we've got another Aladdin unit somewhere on here. We plugged that one in. Now I know on that Aladdin unit, half the lights on one side of the vehicle don't work with it. But that Aladdin unit did used to power the bus, and it's even powered up MX-04. So we know it's a good one. Even that doesn't want to turn it on. So there's something else in this cupboard that has melted and is causing problems. But what is it? Who knows?
Yeah, could be that.
Because
could be anything.
We have the wiring diagrams, but the wiring diagrams doesn't say X, Y and Z need to have a signal for the fuel pump to come on inside the Aladdin unit. Whereas when we was on the B10, it was easy because it was all relays. You know, relay 124 needs to be on, relay 126 needs to be on, and then it will power the bus. That's not the case here, so we have no idea. But we've got a few bits that electrical works that need sorting. We'll go through them once he's done this.
Have we got fuses back somewhere?
We've got a box of fuses somewhere.
There, I think the top middle drawer. Oh no, because we've got one in the box, didn't we?
Yeah.
So they'll be in the bottom of the big cupboard.
Oh, great. They're in here. What one?
That one over there.
Oh, don't know if you'll see her on camera, but little Imogen's tired. She has been doing the impression for rolling around screaming banshee for the last 20 minutes whilst I was waiting for Shaun. So she should sleep in the car now.
She put herself to sleep.
She's on the way.
Kids, eh?
What do you want? 30 amp?
Well, Eddie, what have we got the most of? Oh, what's going to be less used on the bus? Probably 30 amp, innit?
Yeah, but 30 amp's still quite a lot of power, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's had 100 amp through it.
Maybe a 5. We'll try a 5. It's a bit more.
Because all we need it to do is when it shorts, when it touches, if the cable comes off and shorts out, that's going to blow the fuse and not the wire.
Yeah. I'd like to see a 5 amp fuse be blown with 100 amps. That'd be we'll go in the cupboard and there'll be just nothing left. There'll just be the resemblance of where there was a fuse. Yeah, this cupboard is.
I mean, there's a 10 amp there.
That's the decibel lines, I think.
Exactly, so it should be fine.
Yeah, they're now our indicator relays. This is our indicator wire.
This is the
that's the crank wire, which needs to be put on there.
I think I'm going to try and do a better job of that as well.
It was only a temporary thing.
Exactly. But now I've got some we've got some proper wire, you know, proper household stuff, you know, not
yeah, but
automotive, household.
Yeah, but the crank wire is only that big anyway. Look, it's only that big. So that wire is fine for that. It just needs that to be touching that, so it goes bang.
So it goes bang.
Don't go bang. But you can see I've been in the cupboard and had the circuit board out. There's nothing wrong with the circuit board. Our heating's unplugged. Don't know if they work. You got spurs off here.
There you go. They're probably that no,
Apparently that is a fuse that's 2 amps, 32 volts. What do you reckon's in it?
Nothing.
Nothing. So whatever it did power, it doesn't power anymore. Oh yeah, look, there you go.
Where did these one go into? Might as well try and tidy it up a little bit while we're here, haven't we?
Oh, have you got cable ties?
No. Where does that? That then just it piggybacks into two wires. That piggybacks into two.
So where does that go? That goes over here into this set of loom, and then goes down.
And it's yellow and black, so you don't know what it is.
And then, oh, it's there, then comes across the floor. Then I don't know, because there's lots of yellow and black wires here.
Oh, it's that one, isn't it? Which goes into this loom, which then loops.
You wait, it'll go into the indicators.
And goes into that loom, and then you lose it.
So what did that do then?
Not foggy.
Oh, was that the ticket machine power?
It could have been ticket machine power.
Or radio power?
Knowing this bush, Jordan.
No, it can't be radio power because it doesn't have a radio dome on the roof.
Oh! Do you know what I'm going to do?
So it never had a radio fitted.
I'm not going to put this to 100 amp. There's a permanent 20 amp feed there.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Does it not?
No, don't think so. I couldn't get a reading off it the other day.
Have you got a multimeter?
Have you got yours?
No.
It's on my floor. I swept this floor.
No, I'm sweeping it again. Is it? Did it turn the bus on? Well, I'll blow myself up. That's a good point for a negative.
This big bus bar here.
Oh yeah, try that one now. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Why is that dead though? Lovely.
It's probably fed off a relay.
Yeah, but I've got 24 volt off that one.
I'll stick it on that one then.
If I've got, I just need a
Spade, which we don't have.
spade which we don't have.
Shut up! That's a 20 amp.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I bet it's on a fuse.
Single battery bastard and you got permanent supply there.
Permanent supply wheelchair holding magnets.
No, that's 106, yeah. Well, that's only meant to have 5 amp fuse in, 106 there, but that's no, it's never been linked to that.
Oh.
That's for this here, that link goes straight to that.
What should that have in it? A 5?
Yeah. Jordan, we've done all this before.
Oh no, I'm just putting the correct fuse in it. There we go. But it must be fed off a relay, off one of these fuse blocks. I thought it's made to have bright tech destination displays in.
Is that what we're meant to have?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, but you can have bright tech in, or you can have Hanover, depending on what fuse you put in. Don't know how that works.
That's fine, we just won't use any. And go straight with the 100 amp, yeah.
We've got side and tail lights here. It's not even plugged in. Goes to show how they change how one wiring loom fits everything.
So we've fixed 2 issues in one, sort of. So we couldn't crank it from the front due to the relay that Jordan had wired in. We had disconnected, and then we had a switch that was a temporary switch that was in. That, as you saw before, the wire was toasted.
We can repurpose that switch.
Yes. So I've sort of done a 2-in-1. I found a 24 volt switch feed that when the ignition is turned on, which is on a spare plug that's used for a Volvo only. That slot there will produce 24 volts when the ignition's turned on. So I've wired that into a fuse just to cover our back ends in case that rear one comes off. Then got that into a connection block, which then splits off into the two, and then goes down to the fuel pump down at the back. I just thought of one issue.
What?
Well, if that shorts out at the back. No, it won't. No, it won't. It'll be fine.
It won't.
No, it won't, because it's putting 24 volts down there constantly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm glad you know what I thought of. So yeah.
And the ignition is triggered by negative.
Yeah. Which also means now that when we turn the bus on, turn the key off at the front and turn it on at the front, the bus starts as it should. Back when 2013 when it went out of service, as far as we're aware.
Yes.
So no more having to start at the back. We can actually start it from the front, and we can do it properly and not have to worry about any wires melting or nothing, because it's got solid 2.5mm copper wire.
So we're gonna go take a look at the wiring at the back, and I've just been pumping the hand pump, and I can hear fuel moving around. So there's something not quite right there. So we'll go and investigate that.
This wire's rotten.
That's probably why it fell off. So, ladies and gentlemen, while he is putting the oil switch in, I'm going to take.
This wire is rotten to fuck here.
I'm going to take this moment to sell our memberships to you. Well, one of us is anyway. He's concentrating, so.
No,
I'll do the voiceover.
it's wired temporarily. Why is it twisted?
Do you want me to see if we've got an oil light then?
You can do.
1 minute, guys. Have you got an oil light?
Yeah, it's a wiring day today, guys.
Yes! We have an oil light!
Wait there a minute! Has it gone off?
What?
See if it's gone off.
Yeah. On. Off. On. Off. Stop taking the piss.
You know something? It's a good day today for wiring, isn't it? Right, let me go get a connection block and some electrical tape and we'll wrap it up properly.
So guys, as I said, I'll take this moment to sell our patronage and our YouTube memberships while he does this. I'll go back to a voiceover in a minute once he's back. So we have a good selection of membership opportunities. We are working on different things that I can't think of the word now. Different
Oh, spit it out, lad.
privileges. Yeah, privileges for becoming a member. At the moment you get early access, director's footage, and lots of stuff that you don't normally actually get to see, because it gets cut out. Like Shaun trying to burn the bus down, because it's never going to go well. Shaun, and I lie to that, is Shaun and welding doesn't go well. He set fire to that Tiger coach. That was funny, that.
Set fire to a few things, aren't I, really?
Yeah. But anyway, so becoming a member, it helps us out greatly. It helps keep this bus on the road and gets it on the road, and lets other people enjoy it. So we start off with I think it's £3, I think it is, for every month, and that will get you all the privileges. There's only one tier, and that is £3. On Patreon, however, you can decide if you want to give more, you can. Or if you just want, you just got a £5 lying around, you can go to the website and go through the donation links and donate the £5 to it. It all helps, and it helps keep the vehicle going and on the road. People ask, why do we ask for donations? Well, if you look at a museum or something like that, it's no different. They get donations to keep their building going, keep stuff on the road, or on the rails, whatever they're doing. This is only the same. This keeps this on the road, and it enables the people to enjoy it for what it is. I know it's not been on the road for 6 months.
And the rest.
Wasted 6 months of a ticket on it being sat round, but that's what happens. It's bus preservation at the end of the day. That's what happens.
No, it's not even bus preservation, it's just vehicle preservation
Yeah.
in general. Anything, all it takes is one little hiccup and it renders something off the road for God knows how long.
Yeah, it's just in this game everything's quite expensive.
Well, I don't know, we could have a plane. Or a train.
Lorry's got a train and that's expensive.
Exactly.
So yeah, it just all helps. And as soon as this vehicle is ready and it's out on the road, we'll be going to as many events as possible. We'll try doing running days with it, and the road runs. We'll do everything we can to get this vehicle out there and enable you as the audience and the members to come along and ride on it and sample the work we've done. So yeah, become a member today. That was a shit speech.
Right, well, you're all wired up here.
Are we wired up to find out it doesn't go out when we turn the bus on?
Yeah.
Good.
And the wire needs strapping up out of the way.
Yeah, but for now it'll do to
It
test.
will indeed.
So, I'll go. I'll go.
Well, we'll come for a walk. Let's go see if this light actually turns off when we start it. Oh, yeah.
Finishing on.
Yeah. There we are, so we've got a nice working oil light. Which goes off with oil pressure.
Yeah.
It's the small little things.
It is.
I mean, the gearbox light's still on.
That's not good.
There we go. Shut off now.
Hopefully it wasn't running fast.
Yeah. So, we can actually say that we're going to have no lights on our dashboard.
Yeah.
You know, the way it should be.
That's just the little things.
Yeah, it is the little things.
We know the high temperature one works because we sorted that out. We don't know whether it actually works when the engine's overheating, but we know the wiring works and the light works. So it's just I don't fancy finding out really whether it works or not.
Well, every time that I've driven the B10, it happened to me. I've driven this and it's not happened to me yet.
Look, any time the B10 had a whiff of a motorway or a high-speed road, it went, no! No!
Well,
I'm gonna be in a cloud of steam now at the side of the road.
Well, it did that and we didn't even take it near a motorway. We were in the middle of Cheetham Hill. And it decided to piss out the front because the pipe wasn't strong enough.
That was a good day, that.
Because someone decided that we were going to take it out for a run and out of nowhere, oh, let's go to Manchester!
Did it work?
For 3/4 of the way. And then it just broke
Did it get us back?
Eventually.
It went on a tow truck, it made it back.
Fucking took its time. You know, after me running into
What was it? 3 hours to do a mile?
Yeah, after me running into a fire station. Excuse me, can we borrow some water? Jordan was like, yeah, they won't give you it. And 2 minutes later, yeah, just pull the bus in front and then fill in it.
Yeah, that water didn't stay in long.
No. But I think we're going to call it here for an episode. And call it a day. It was only meant to be a quick one of wiring that switch back up, and the fact that we've done something totally different, I'm quite chuffed.
Done well.
Yeah.
Subscribe!
You can now find us on Facebook, YouTube, Patreon, Twitter and Instagram. Hashtag Mancbuses. Find us at mancbuses.com. Mancbuses, we're sorting scrap.